Hey, Reverend Tony here with the spiritual challenge for the month of December on the theme of presence. If you think you're up for the challenge, stick around. Our theme for the month of December is presence, and my challenge to you for this month is to prepare to be a powerful presence. Sometimes, when others are hurting, the best thing you can do is just be there. Just be present. You don't need to have wise words. You don't need to have answers. Sometimes all you have to do is simply be there. And being there is a powerful presence. Sometimes, however, when ugliness rears its head in the world and people are intentionally hurting and harming other people, you have to say something. You have to speak up. You have to make your presence known. And that's what this month's challenge is about. My challenge to you this month is specifically to plan to challenge hurtful or harmful or hateful rhetoric when you hear it. That may be in public or in private conversation. How are you going to be a powerful presence for the forces of good, for the force of love, for the power of justice, for the inclusion of everyone, for the fact that everyone needs to be treated with dignity and respect? That's this month's challenge. Prepare yourself to do that when you hear hateful words. The first part of the plan is to just simply make a pledge to yourself, and maybe if you want an accountability partner, to someone else. Make a plan to speak up when you hear hateful and harmful rhetoric of any kind directed at anyone. Not all of us can respond in the same way. So part of making your plan is preparing what you can do and prepare an understanding of what you can't do. Not all of us are able to respond in the same way. Different levels of privilege and power, different levels of physical or emotional health, different sizes and physical strength, different personalities, and different situations in the way we live our lives in terms of family and employment will all influence how we are and aren't able to respond in a given situation. But one thing we can all do is make a plan. It's okay to disagree, but it's never okay to disagree over someone's humanity and right to dignity and respect. Once people are dehumanized, made less than human, it becomes easier to say hurtful and hateful things and to harm people and even kill people. When you hear language that is hurtful and harmful and dehumanizing, have at the ready some phrases with which you can respond to the hateful words you hear. Here are some phrases you might want to consider having at the tip of your tongue when you hear someone dehumanizing or hurting others with hateful speech. That's not funny to me. Those types of jokes are not okay. I'm sorry, what was that you just said? I need a moment to process that. Please choose your words carefully and be respectful. That comment makes me uncomfortable. Maybe you don't realize the impact of your words. Can you explain to me what you mean by that? You may not realize it, but what you said can be interpreted as being hateful, such as being racist or sexist or homophobic or transphobic. If you decide to speak up, focus on what a person has said, not on the person themselves or their character. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them the dignity and respect they are not granting to others. Give them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't really mean to be hurtful or hateful. They may prove otherwise, but start from that place. The less defensive you make someone when you challenge their hurtful speech, the more likely they are to actually engage in a conversation around it instead of doubling down, getting defensive, or maybe lashing out physically. Always assess the situation. Use your eyes or body language to invite others who may be nearby to join in a conversation about why something was inappropriate. If you haven't done so already, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so I can let you know when I've put up a new video. Leave me a comment, tell others about these videos, share the video with them. All that helps. Thank you. When you decide to speak up, you are setting a boundary. You are declaring that certain things are not okay and not okay in your presence, and that's an all right thing to do. There are a lot of good resources out there for how to respond to hateful and hurtful rhetoric. I'm going to list them in the description of this video, and I will name them here on the screen as well. Some of the better resources I found about how to respond to bigotry and hateful rhetoric when you hear it are the Southern Poverty Law Center's website pages on responding to everyday bigotry. I also like the Anti-Defamation League's Guide to Responding to Bigoted Words. I also like Essential Partners' Strategy for Communicating Across Differences. And there's a very interesting NPR piece I recommend on how to approach the holidays with people you deeply disagree with, seeing as we're in that holiday season. Some of these conversations might actually happen with family. As always, I would love to know how you did with this challenge if you choose to take it on. Until next time, go in peace. Check out my website and blog at tonylorenzen.com for even more resources that will open your mind, touch your heart, and inspire your spirit.